Hey VC, what's up? It's me, yours truly. I am back to post a quick video here. This is just gonna kind of be a little bit of an update video. Just kind of sharing with you some things I've picked up over the holiday season. Usually with kind of Christmas and New Year's, I take a good chunk of time off during that time frame, and just gives me good time to spend in the music room. Uh, Worked a few more hours than I normally would at I kind of mentioned I work at a record store now, just on the side, strictly for store credit. So, was able to pick up quite a bit of stuff over the break from just kind of working there. Um, yeah, Billy Hurst and Mitch, them from the VC here. We had a chance to hit up a record show over the weekend. So, yeah, just kind of been a lot of music stuff going on and a lot of good pickups and things like that. So, a lot of stuff to show, so I think I'm going to divide it up into like two, maybe three videos. So for this video here, I'm going to share some CDs I picked up, a good number of Japanese CDs I picked up, which are kind of exciting. And then I'll probably save going in the vinyl for the next video. And then also, excuse me, just kind of some music stuff that I've picked up. Um, I guess that's one thing I usually don't do as much of in the VC is just as much as I like music. Obviously, you guys know I like music, CDs and vinyl and all that good stuff. But I also really like music stuff too. I like I don't like my Ozzy Osbourne candle or my Led Zeppelin object, or I showed you the coaster set before that I had. But usually I don't share a lot of that stuff in my videos. So I just kind of thought, maybe I'll start squeezing that in here or there, and I'll kind of show you two or three new musical stuff or musical things that I've picked up over the break as well, which I think is kind of cool. So we'll do some CDs and musical stuff. And you'll see I'm kind of shooting from a different angle this time. I thought I would just kind of test it and see. But the reason I even have this angle to shoot from, one more new thing kind of going on for me, is that I've decided to put my collection into Discogs. I had kind of fought there for the longest time, and I really didn't mess around with Discogs that much. I started using it more when I started working at the record shop that I'm working at, and I was still debating it. And I spoke to Billy Hurst the other day, and just after listening to him drop some knowledge to me on the phone, I hung up and said, "Okay, I got to do it." So decided to put my entire collection in the Discogs, which, jeez. I've started the process, but I can definitely see it's going to be a process. Because with the vinyl, of course, I want everything to be the exact pressings. Also, I'm doing the same thing with the cassettes. I'm not just generally putting them in. I'm going with being exact on the pressings. CDs, I haven't decided yet. I'm going to save my CDs to do for last anyway. But not sure with the CDs if I'm going to do just general and then maybe specifically, like with some Japanese pressings or more rare stuff or whatever the case may be. But we'll see. We'll see what happens when it comes to the CDs. But like I said, all the vinyl and cassettes are going to be accurate, so it's going to be quite a process. But yeah. So anyway, this other angles because I kind of set up some extra desk space and everything to kind of have room to work and do that, and set up some other lighting and stuff over here and all that good stuff. So it's going to be a project. Although I kind of hate this lighting. It makes me feel like I'm gonna have I can see in the reflection there. It's kind of like it looks like I have old lines on this side and young on that side. So I have to work on that. But anyway, let's just kind of dive right in. Again, CDs and a few musical things. So on the CD side, again, the store I normally go to always has a kind of a smaller store, but always has a great metal section. Gets a lot of great metal trade-ins there. And got in this huge collection, and there was a chunk of it that had not been put out yet. And I'm sitting there looking over the counter, and I kind of noticed some Obi strips. And I was like, what are those? He brought them over, some awesome stuff in there, gave me an incredible deal, and I ended up picking up some pretty nice CDs. So we'll start off here with, we have Sepultura, Beneath the Remains, and then Roots Bloody Roots. And again, all of these in just perfect light new condition. Then you have this 2-disc Roots, which is awesome. I've never seen the 2-disc with the with a hard jewel case. I've seen the digipacks and all of that, but so this was kind of nice. It has a CD and a CD-ROM is what comes within that, but great Sepultura album right there. So great stuff there. Roots Bloody Roots is definitely one of the songs that makes me want to mosh more than just about any other. I freaking love it. One of my favorite Sepultura albums, and probably because this is the one that really introduced me to the band, which is Arise. It was a song, Dead Embryonic Cells. That was really kind of the first song I ever heard by Sepultura. And I'll never forget that too. It came from, I was at a garage sale, and there, guy had a few CDs for sale, and I had no idea who Sepultura was. I saw the cover and thought, oh, well, between that and the hair on the back, they look kind of metal, so let me check them out. Bought it for like $1 or $2 or something like that at a garage sale. Put it in my car on the way home. By the time I got home, I was like, who in the heck is this band? And that was the CD that did it. And then, of course, I went on later to discover this, which is Chaos AD, another fantastic Sepultura album. And again, another really nice Japanese pressing there. Yeah, a little more Sepultura here. Revolut songs. And then some of the other great stuff that was in that collection too was a little Pantera. So here you have the best of Pantera. Nice 2-disc set there. Then you got the classic Vulgar. One of their legendary albums right there. Great Southern Trendkill. Sorry about the glare. Another fantastic one. And last but not least, Far Beyond Driven. So again, talk about in one haul. There's some great Japanese pressings right there. So that was an awesome find. And this is exactly how I saw them sitting on the counter, just like that too. And I said, even though they were about, geez, a good 15 feet away, I was like, hey, what's that stack of stuff over there? Those Obies just stick out like a sore thumb, which is awesome. So great stuff there. A few other deluxe CDs that I picked up, because you guys know I definitely still love those. Finally got a copy of this Pantera. Cowboy, I'm going to say Far Beyond Driven. Cowboys from Hell, the deluxe edition with the 3-disc. Been wanting this for a while. I mean, I kind of see it all over the place, actually, but usually it's like $25 or $30, and it's like, no, I'm not paying that much. But I found this one for like $12. Perfect condition, which, is definitely much more up my alley. So fantastic album, legendary album. The song Cowboys from Hell is definitely one of my 5 favorite metal songs of all time. I even feel funny calling it metal too, even though it is, but that song just as mean as anything. Then I also picked up Marvin Gaye, I Want You. This is a cool find too because as I think I mentioned earlier, that Mitch and Billy Hurst, here from the VC, we hit up a record show this past weekend, actually. Then we went and had some lunch and went and hit up a couple other record stores afterwards. Had a really cool time hanging out. And Mitch and I were digging through some CDs, and this just popped up out of nowhere, which is really cool because I had no idea that I Want You had been had been on the deluxe edition. So it was kind of cool to find, 'cause I just never thought to investigate it. And this is definitely one of my favorite Marvin Gaye albums. And it's so defined perfectly there when it says a sensual masterpiece, because that is exactly what it is. Fantastic album. Great to find a deluxe edition version of that. Talk about a great $4 find right here. Rush 2112. Especially everything in perfect condition. I thought maybe something was wrong or a disc was missing. I'm like, why is this only? But yeah, so just kind of a really great pickup there. And of course, you guys know, no Rush, no end. And then a little bit of UB40. This is the best of, kind of volumes 1 and 2. Always been a pretty big fan of UB40. Not their discography as a whole, but mainly kind of Labor of Love 2. That was really the album that brought me to them, and I fell in love with almost every song on that album, and then maybe a song here or there on some of their other albums. But this is a nice collection. Good pick up there. And then a few other CDs. Anthrax, Fistful of Metal. This is one I was just kind of needing to pick up for quite some time. I really need a copy of this on vinyl. I've never owned a copy of a Fistful of Metal on vinyl, so that's definitely a get I need. But again, fantastic album there. Getting close to completing my Overkill CD collection, or box set, I should say. This is the Grinding Wheel, one of their more recent albums. And then the same thing with my Motorhead box set that I'm working on, getting really close to completing that as well. And this is Overnight Sensation, great stuff. And this is Bastards, more great stuff. And again, it's just not hard to, I mean, you can get on eBay or Amazon or wherever right now and pretty much find all the CDs you need to complete both the collections I'm working on, you know, for $6-7 a piece or whatever else. But for some reason, I kind of feel like I want to find these in the wild more so than just ordering them. You know, just for whatever reason, I just have that feeling about it. So I've kind of been putting those together slowly but surely. And then the last 2 CDs I want to show is the 6 Feet Under. This is kind of a new, not a new metal band, but they're new to me. And this is their album Commandment. Really cool stuff. I haven't heard a bunch of their albums, but out of the 2 or 3, this is definitely the one I've liked the most so far. So it was kind of nice that came in that collection as well. But definitely some good metal stuff there. And last but not least, just kind of out of the blue as if it mixes in with all those, the Above the Rim soundtrack. Just wanted to share this one because I just have not had this CD. I don't think I've ever owned a copy of this CD. I've had the vinyl for quite some time and had the cassette. I mean, I played the heck out of that in college. But finally got my hands on a copy of the CD. And just kind of, you know, a great soundtrack from the movie Above the Rim. All kind of artists on here, great R&B stuff. So that was kind of a happy find on the CD side as well. So those are a few of the CDs I wanted to share, you know, a number of different common, you know, things that I picked up as well, but those are the ones that were really kind of exciting. And then I'll grab these back here. When I talk about some of the music stuff that I wanted to share, kind of 3 new pieces that I got in. Again, since I don't do a lot of videos showing music stuff, like I don't really take you guys into my bedroom and stuff like that on you know, different videos. So you've never had an opportunity to maybe see some of the different blankets I have and, you know, just, again, musical stuff. So one of the things that I also love to, not collect, but I love to have is I keep a lot of pillows on my couch, okay? And, of course, they're going to be music related because I like music stuff. And I have about maybe 10 or 12 right now, and these are just 3 of the new ones that I picked up, so I thought I would share them. As I go through other videos in the future, I'll kind of share, you know, maybe some of the other ones too, because I haven't really shown you guys that. But one of the cool pillows here, as you can see, is Motorhead. Kind of the same on both sides. But I think that just looks so much better than just like an orange or flower pillow in the middle. Just a lot more fitting for my living arrangements. But this is a new one I just got about 3 or 4 weeks ago, something like that. So like I said, my couch, basically I figured if I have more than 12, it's a little bit too much. But it's nice too, because you know, you just take regular old pillows that you have, it's just little zip on. And you know, a lot of these you can, you know, find just about any artist or anything that you want. You look on Amazon and they'll usually run $5 plus 4 shipping or something like that. So you only pay about maybe $9 to $10 for each one of these covers, and I mean, that's just awesome to have on your couch. Another one that I have, Kenny G. Of course, that's how I roll, from Motorhead to Kenny G. But again, just another really cool pillowcase there. And then the third one I'll show you this time, another one of my favorites. My friend Liz, this is the one she likes the least, which I don't know why. This is a Love Hunter, Whitesnake, and of course you guys know that album without question. Yeah, so some really cool pillows there. Again, it's just kind of fun. It adds just another kind of flavor to the room, and it just, you know, makes your couch more music-y and good conversation pieces when people come in. So I like having my musical pillows there. So like I said, those are 3 of maybe the 10 or 12 that I have. So I'll show some more in other videos as we kind of go along. But just thought I would kind of at least start sharing some of that stuff too. But anyway, as always, thanks for watching, VC. And say we'll come back pretty quick with the maybe 1 or 2 vinyl update videos. And then after that, I'm going to have to do the tag, 2020 vinyl tag video. I got to get to that. All right, so thanks for watching, guys. And as always, we will talk to you soon.